Hello everyone, my name is Gabriela Hernandez and today we're going to be having a session of a goal setting with my student Rosalio Hernandez. Hi Rosalio, how are you doing today?
Yeah, all right, Gabby.
Take a seat please.
Thank you.
I wanted to follow up and see how you were doing with your classes. I know you have been in the program for about 9 months now. You're taking 2 classes per month.
Yes.
So even that is a little bit stressful and overwhelming at times. So I want to know how you are feeling. How is it going for you?
Taking 2 classes at a time or a month, it's a handful. It's really a handful. I just left the military and now I'm jumping into this, school. So, retiring after so long. Um, there are parts that I like and I dislike. For example, I enjoy, being in the military. I enjoy the exercise classes, like, for example, cardiovascular classes, hypertrophy, strength, power. All those classes I really enjoy it because it's just things that I picked up during my time in the Marines. And the ones that I'm having trouble with is the classes like the prerequisites, right? Like the math,
English,
science,
psychology.
Yeah, psychology is the one too. Yeah, I'm having trouble with it. I mean, come on, like.
So then, I know your major is exercise science. So
Correct.
you feel that it was a good transition, from the military, what you used to do in the military, to coming into this program. So that was a good transition. But it's the classes that have not much dealing with that portion, the exercise science portion of it, that you're struggling with. Is
Correct.
that correct?
Yeah, correct. Absolutely. Those classes. I mean, I don't see. I don't. I mean, I know you have to learn them, to get to point B, but I mean, I don't see a point A.
You feel that you're not going to be applying it too much into your
No, I don't.
future.
Yeah, absolutely. And because of that, I guess I mean, I know school is my personal life, but in regards to like how I'm dealing with life with before there was school has become a kind of struggle. Because I'm overwhelmed with so many classes. Well, not so. There are 2 classes, and I got class from Monday through Friday, so like from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. So that's kind of hard. And then on top of that, I mean, like I said, I mean, I have a life. I work. And then I go to jujitsu. And then I come home and I take care of responsibilities that are at home.
All right.
So
So your day pretty much consists of in the morning you have school, then in the middle of the day you have work. At night you have a hobby, jiu-jitsu. Do you use a hobby maybe to just release stress? Is that something that you see yourself in the future? What's the relationship between all of the things that you do within the day, like through the day?
well, for example, in regards to a relationship, I go to a class, exercise, and I work at the local gym
Okay.
as a front desk. I try to stay within the community, um, the exercise community. So that's there. That's a relationship, I guess. And then my pass, and then from there, I work. I go to jiu-jitsu from 6 to 7 p.m.
Okay.
And then I go home and I start doing my schoolwork.
It seems like you have a pretty, schedule, strict schedule. So when do you find time to actually focus on the classes? When do you usually do the work, homeworks, readings?
Yeah, I do have a strict schedule. I mean, it has to work that way. I think it has to work that way being in the military. As far as like, okay, I got schoolwork to do schoolwork. I have things to do. I have, for example, assignments, tests, materials, all that stuff. A lot of it has to do. I mean, I take care of it at night.
You have to have a pretty good time management in order for you to be able to fit your responsibilities with school, personal life, and leave a little bit of time for you to actually have a hobby. And it seems like you give to the one that is going in there and then doing nothing more.
Yeah, I guess yeah. But it has to do with the yeah. I totally agree with you. Um,
Do you feel like you have a balance with all the things that you do throughout the day? to be able to feel, not so overwhelmed, adding homework, adding schooling.
I think I have a balance, but it's not too balanced. You know, I like.
What do you mean that it might not be too balanced?
I feel like what I have going on right now. I mean, it's balanced. It's just the fact that I'm having trouble with other classes. That I'm not. I mean, I'm not. I am not including them in my schedule where I need to.
Do you feel that you have an easier time with the classes that focus a little bit on your major, so you don't have to maybe designate extra time for those?
The classes that I'm having that are easier for me, they're easy. They're just easy.
You're able to pick them up, able to go through them.
Yeah, yeah. It's the other class which is like at night. I'm like, I don't get it. I'm gonna go to sleep. You know.
Have you done anything to maybe ease those feelings, ease the stress for those classes that you do have a hard time
I
with?
just push through the midnight oil. You know. That's
So
what I do.
you're just pushing through and trying to see, make the best of it.
Mm-hmm. I just
Would
push.
you be willing to try to maybe make a couple of changes just to be able to alleviate the stress that it might cause?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, I would like to make some changes.
What do you think is something that might work for you? Because you have a regimen,
Yeah.
throughout the day, and you're used to that. Being in the military, I'm pretty sure that, waking up before in the morning, going to work, first time PT, physical training, and then do your job. So everything was pretty scheduled for you.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything that you can do? Is there anything that you can modify in order for you maybe to dedicate a little bit more time to those assignments, to those classes that are not as easy to go through as the one that focus on exercise science?
Yeah, I mean, now that you think about it, I think well, let's see. Let me see. Let me take a step back, actually. So if I have, okay, I wake up from 9 to 10:30 at class.
I'm gonna write this down so like that we can see.
Okay.
So wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do anything before classes?
Before classes?
Yeah, because you have class from 9 to usually 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do anything before then
I wake up at
besides
8.
eating breakfast?
I wake up at 8:30.
You wake up at 8:30.
Yeah, man, I'm eating breakfast during class.
Okay. So then
Mm-hmm.
you start class at 9:30. 9. I'm sorry. 9
9.
a.m. to 10:30.
Correct.
Right. What do you do after that?
Well, 11 o'clock, I have to be at work.
So you go into work at 11 o'clock. Okay. What time do you usually get off?
5:30.
5:30. So you work 6 hours. 30-minute break.
Yeah.
Okay. So then 5:30, you get off, and then what do you do?
At 6 p.m. I have jiu-jitsu. 6 to 7.
How often do you do jiu-jitsu?
I do that 6 days a week.
Okay, 6 days a week. How often do you work?
How often do I work? Monday to Friday.
So 5 days a week. You go to school 5 days a week. All right. So jiu-jitsu 6 to 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm. And I'm home at 7:30.
7:30, and that's when you dedicate your time to your personal, responsibilities,
Yeah,
your
responsibilities at
homework.
home. Yeah.
Okay. So how can we work with this schedule to be able to designate a little bit more time, maybe to the classes? Is there anything that we can modify in here, change, to be able to ease down the stress or the overwhelming feelings of turning in an assignment a minute before midnight, as it's due?
Yeah, I think what I can do now that you write it on paper, I think what I can do is I can doing work. I know I get an hour break, so
On this one, can you get an hour? Because you mentioned you get 30 minutes.
no, 11 to 5:30. No.
You get an hour break?
Yeah, I get an hour break.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get an hour for lunch. All right.
So what I could do there's from 1 to 2. So from 1 to 2, I can actually do jujitsu during my lunch break.
Would that be something that can be accommodated?
Yeah.
Do they have classes throughout the day that you can
Yeah, they do
jump
actually.
in?
Yeah, that's not what they do.
So that can be an option.
Yeah,
That
that
can
way.
be an option.
Yeah, so that way I could be at home at 5:30. Yeah, that's fun. A couple hours there.
And like that you
More.
have a little bit more time.
Yeah.
So would you be willing maybe to consider that option.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yes, I should.
And
Yeah.
remember, this is something that it can be maybe a couple of times a week. You don't have to be changing your schedule, having to go from one place to the other one because you have to come back to work. So I know that might be hard, but at least maybe when necessary, you can modify your day by going to a class during your lunchtime.
Okay.
So like that you can dedicate time.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there another option that we can also consider and then make the best out of this?
Well, I know I did mention I go to jiu-jitsu Monday through Saturday, 6 days a week. I mean, I could try. You know, I could try giving up Saturdays just to just to give me that time
Would
to
that
focus
is
on
that
more.
something you're comfortable with?
Yeah, I'll be okay. I'm comfortable. I'll be alright.
So then a second option. Remember, this is all about talking and trying to find a middle ground
Mhm.
and a comfortable spot for you where things are gonna be easier.
Okay.
So another option is maybe 5 out of 6 days doing jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
Would that change anything? I know you guys depends on how many classes you go, how much you're learning. That's when you pick up different belts. Would that hurt your possibilities of picking up
No,
the next
no. In
belt?
regards to promotion, in regards to like belts in jiu-jitsu, no, it won't hurt. It won't hurt me at all. No. So I mean, if it won't hurt me, I mean, that's not even. Yeah, yeah. It won't hurt me. It's okay. But definitely. I mean, between the both of them, I should definitely give them a try. And if one doesn't work, I have option B.
Okay. So which one would you rather try first, just to see if it makes a difference? Would you try to do maybe jiu-jitsu a couple of times during the week during your lunch hour, or do you want to maybe tone it up instead of 6 days going to jiu-jitsu, maybe 5? Which one makes you?
I want to although it's too it's I want to do the going to jiu-jitsu during my lunchtime.
Okay.
Because sleep throughout the week is very important, and yeah, I like to give that one a try first.
Okay. So then we're gonna attempt to do this. Is there a amount of days that you wanna try it?
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try for 2 weeks. See how that goes.
Okay. So then 2 weeks. But when do you have the classes that you're having a hard time? Because I know you have one during 2 days of the week and another one during 2
I
days
have
of the week.
yeah. So for example, like right now, I have a psychology and endurance and stabilization class.
Okay.
So
Is the psychology the one that you're having?
yeah, psychology one. Yeah, so psychology have trouble. So that's Monday is the exercise class. Tuesdays and Thursdays will be the psychology.
Okay. So then, would you like to try then to go to during your lunch hour to jiu-jitsu Tuesdays and Thursdays for this month for the class?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So then, just in case, I know you mentioned that it's 2 weeks. You want to give it a 2-week trial. I'm gonna follow up with you in 1 week just
Okay.
to see. That would have given you already the opportunity to see how those 2 days affected your schedule, affected your levels of stress or overwhelming.
Okay.
Feelings. Okay. So then, 2 weeks, we'll give it a trial for option number one, which is going to jiu-jitsu class twice a week during your lunch time.
Okay.
Okay. And then, if that doesn't work out, then we'll maybe revisit that one, the next option, which is cutting down to 5 days, if that works with you.
Yeah.
Remember, once again, the whole point is for you to feel comfortable about what you're trying to modify and what you're trying to set a goal for.
Okay.
So our goal for this week is to try this option, see the difference it makes, and see if you don't feel as stressed out or having this hard time with the class. Okay. And I'll follow you with you at the end of next week, and we'll go from there.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Then I'll see you next week.
All right.
Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.
All right. Thank you,
Okay?
Karen.